on everything in the video.
Anyway, it goes on for 6 minutes.
Yeah.
So if you want to load that up in Blaze.
When they start going through his suit pockets.
Right. It is funny that the one officer that looked at the cake is the big one.
Big fat white,
So fat.
big fat white old comic glasses. You're like, that's a nice looking cake, Afro man.
It's crazy because like after I did that first Kill Tony,
Yeah.
like me and Ari pretty cool. Then like he came back into town like a week ago, and like I was just sitting there chilling, and he came up to me like, "Hey, what's up, man?" So like to be respected by your peers that's on a higher level.
Yeah, you're networking.
Yeah, like they know who I am though. That's crazy.
That's awesome, man.
It's kind of like what's going on. Like every day I ask myself, is this real? When am I gonna wake up from this? Like, what's going on right now? You know, a lot of people who like work in comics don't do a lot of open mics up there, but I'll sneak into an open mic if it's a new joke because I don't want to bring it to a paid show and it's new and then it flop. You know what I mean?
You gotta work it out.
Yeah, so I go to like an open mic where it's just angry comedians. That's the funniest thing ever. They just be so angry. I'm like, why y'all so angry?
They haven't made it yet.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
they're poor.
Yeah, when you're poor, you're angry.
What's your go-to wing sauce? Like, what are you
What are you
talking
talking
I'm a
about
garlic
for me?
parmesan type of gal.
Wow, like
Yeah.
out of like a very creative take, garlic parmesan
Yeah,
is
that's
like
my fave.
advanced. That's
Yeah.
a 401 wing sauce.
I do a mixture of carrots, and then I use fresh habaneros, and then I use jalapenos, and I make like a sweet paste, and I paste it on my wings, and I grill them.
Are you serious? Like,
Pasty wings.
Yeah, I make like a
Are you
habanero
serious?
paste. I'm serious.
you make
yeah.
a carrot habanero paste.
Yeah, and I kind of clunk it on there. I stole it from another restaurant around
Okay.
town that I won't mention to go back to what we were
You
saying
know I'm not-
earlier. I don't want to give them free
By the way,
advertising.
you know I'm not like judging this, right?
No,
Okay, I was gonna say,
No,
it's
no,
like-
Yeah, it's like, I'm not making
not
this.
everybody likes
I'm
it.
just
I
eating
feel like
the
you're.
wings.
I feel like you're trying to impress me. I was gonna say
I
like.
He
was-
does this to everybody.
Yeah.
Okay.
I know I'm not. He's right. I do this to everybody. But like, no, I like a really spicy wing,
Oh, I like that.
and I like to have it like a little more. I don't like wet wings either.
Go
I
with
like 'em
harissa. Do you know
dry.
harissa? That's a North African chili spice.
I don't know what that is.
works great with carrots. So that's what I'm going to
okay.
take your recipe to the next level.
I'll write it
Pardon the
down.
pun.
I like that.
I like the
I like it.
hottest wings you could possibly eat.
does.
So it's burning my face and sweating, and then my wife's yelling at me, "Why do you do this to yourself? You're not even enjoying it." And
Yeah.
I'm like, I am, and I can't.
These are happy
taste-
tears.
Yeah.
They're happy tears.
And I don't know why I like the hottest ones you could buy, but I don't know. I just gravitate.
Okay, so
towards
now,
heat.
so I'm sorry. Now I'm interviewing you. So now, how do you soothe the spiciness? I had a short-lived show that sort of went through the science of food. So do you? I mean, how do you soothe it? Is it a cold glass of water, ice cold beer? Do you
I go with I'm trying to get
ranch dressing?
as drunk as humanly possible
Okay.
so that I can numb the pain, similar to
Yeah.
when you get shot in a war and the guy's giving you the
The
flask.
morphine, right?
Oh,
on
no,
the,
the flask. He's like, this will,
I went right for the morphine.
So okay, so you're just going alcohol.
Alcohol,
Okay,
yeah.
that's and
I
yeah.
would probably wait. I'm a waited out guy because I've never
Wait
found
it
any-
out? Like-
yeah, I've never found it. I know.
That's not even like
I know.
Wait it
I know.
out.
See, he said he's
Like,
gonna do the thing.
There
I'm
was
doing
multiple choice, and you
No.
decided to just not even do one of the
because
choices.
milk doesn't work for me, and then I got friends
Oh.
that they'll try to prank you. They'll be like, "Oh, you put mayonnaise on your tongue," or you know, like, "Oh, go eat some sand."
Well,
and I'm like, "I'm not doing any of
You're-
that. I'm just
listen,
gonna wait it out."
Your friends that tell you to do mayonnaise are your good friends. That's what you should do. It should be something creamy and dairy based. It should be milk. You should be dunking your head in the ranch dressing after spicy wings.
All
That's
right.
I'm into that.
That is my
Yeah.
hot
That's
take
my
on
kink.
a hot topic.
I
right
like
there.
that.
What I like to do, which I imagine is frustrating, is when like I wait her out and I know she's watching TV out there.
Oh, and I know he's waiting me out.
You can feel the eyes on you, right? Yeah, I'm doing it to her too. She's watching Bridgerton or some shit, and I'm sitting there on the corner of my eye. I'm like, we just gotta get to the next commercial break, and then I can just put my hand on her.
But you know what that does? Like, that
Howard-
is so irritating
Yeah.
that I'm like, will you just get out of here, go to bed or
It's-
something?
you know
Just quit. I just want to enjoy my life for 1 hour to myself.
It's
Oh
like
my
it's
God.
like you're at Outback. It's like you're at Outback Steakhouse, and the people that want your booth are standing next to you while you finish your steak, while you finish your fucking bloomin' onion,
Yeah.
and they're standing there watching you.
Right, I'm like, I just want to watch the TV.
So what are you doing? Are you watching anything in the bedroom? Are you laying
Not
there?
just laying there.
By yourself.
Not even reading? Nothing?
No, I lay there with my eyes closed, pretending to sleep. Just
Yeah, but I
freaking out.
But I know he's not asleep.
I'm too horny to sleep.
Because that's not how he sleeps.
Yeah.
So then I say, "Are you in here? Are you awake, waiting me out?"
You say that?
Yeah.
No, you're going to embarrass him and make his boner go
I
away.
don't care. Then stop doing it.
Well, first she sneaks in, hoping that I'm not waiting
Like
her
Carmen,
out.
like she's trying to evade Carmen Sandiego.
But yeah.
Like she's like
But-
sneaking.
but then
like
she-
the Hamburglar.
She'll notice that I don't have my arm brace on.
No,
or
can't fuck with your arm brace on.
Or I'm like sleeping like a cowboy, which I don't sleep like
Just
that.
the hat over your eyes.
Yeah. I just put-
this way in case the cows are Russell.
And then she's like, "I know you're waiting for me." and then I'm
You're
like,
sleeping like a cowboy and you don't have your brace on.
And then I'll say, "I'm not waiting for you. I'm just sitting here."
You can't say
Well,
it
then
that
you broke
fast.
character.
You can't say
You're
it that
supposed to be
fast.
asleep.
You got to be like,
No.
what? What'd you say? I'm sorry. I was asleep. You got to do that. You can't be like, I'm not waiting you out. I mean,
well, I can't lie.
Why don't you put your arm brace on so it does look like
yeah,
yours?
but
So
don't.
why don't
But
you
leave it
use
loose. Leave it loose. Leave it baggy.
No,
Leave it baggy.
This is what he wants to do.
Because then some mornings when I wake up, she's like, "I thought you were waiting for me last night."
Oh, that's the ultimate mind fuck.
Yeah,
Because then you're like, wait a minute,
yeah.
she wanted it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because she'll tell me every once in a while. She's like, "I thought
That's-
you were waiting up for me."
I
and
was
you
horny
weren't."
last night. Not
And
now,
I-
not now, not
And then I was
now,
like,
not
"What?"
now, not now.
And then I was like,
No
"Well,
tag backs, no tag backs.
how do I know when to wait?" And she's like, "You never
Sorry,
know."
you missed the window.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm on my period.
And so then I'm like, "Well, how is it? It's just it's either a wait to get yelled at or I don't wait." And then that was my time.
And I get great pleasure. I would like
It
to.
is an
I would
American.
like to tell him to his face, "You have no business wearing that." You know what I mean? I feel like I should. I feel like somebody
it's
should have
like, what
said.
is this?
Somebody should have pulled him aside. Maybe I volunteer, and he's a big guy, and I'm not looking for a fight. I'm just want to tell you. This has nothing to do with fighting. This isn't. It has nothing. Actually, it has nothing to do with what you like. Because if you like it, that's fine. Wear it at home. This is Saturday Night Live. A lot of people are going to see this. You need to dress nice. You put on a nice.
Oh my god.
You put on a nice suit. I'm with Tom now. I'm going full old man on this. And I'll tell him. I'll be like, you have no business wearing that. You're not a fashion guy. You look in the Super Bowl when you wore the Gucci sweater. It's a very aggressive sweater. It was furry and had little G's all over it. Like nobody should wear that, right? Go Chiefs, you're great. But when you wear that stuff, just know that we all look at you and we think you look like an idiot.
They wanted to do it as to one set a world record, and then maybe raise money for charity because they were doing. It's like,
Oh my
you could-
God, that's a lot of balloons.
Yeah.
That looks like an alien spaceship. Hold on.
1.5 million.
Yeah.
It's really cool looking.
I like. This is why I like the '80s because no one ever in this whole promotion
What
said
about
like,
the animals?
or just said, "Hey, we're
This could
just
be a problem.
we're just littering in the sky. We're just
Yep.
releasing millions
Plastic.
of
Yeah.
rubber balloons into the sky, and then saying like, see you later."
They
Oh,
release
wow.
it in the sky. It's like a plume of.
Dude, this is awesome.
Yeah.
It's so much better than animals.
Well, so it backfired severely for exactly what Tom was talking about, where you are just littering in the skies.
This is fantastic.
These morons raised us.
Pop culture. Pop culture.
I'm very mad about the new school podcasters that do their entire
slouch.
show.
How many times
Sla-
bringing this up? Are we adding this? to
It's
the-
all.
three
It's
today.
an epidemic, Sam.
It's not.
They're all slouch. They all do their shows like
Full
yo.
veto. Full veto.
They're like, yo, Kevin Hart, what do you think about it? He's Kevin Hart. He's a billionaire.
He's not
Sit up.
He's
He's
not
like,
wrong.
why are you slouching
I
so much?
support you.
Who even are you?
What the hell is even that?
I don't even know. Guy with
He's
baseball
right.
cap.
He's
The other
right.
guy.
You just
I
see
don't
the
even
hat.
nobody.
Pop culture. But yeah,
Oh, what's Blood on the Saddle?
it was like my
Big-
favorite.
Big Al.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
Big Al was my favorite song. It was like a real cowboy song. Blood on the Saddle. You killed somebody, man.
Oh, all right.
But they got rid of that one. It's too problematic. And Country Bear it caught on fire. They had to evacuate it. I hope they get that dialed in. Come on, man. How do you have that happen?
And the music that they're playing is all. The problem is like back when in the day it was all country music. Now it's like pop music done in the style of country. It's just it's not.
They're going new country with the Bears.
Bro country.
It is a little.
bro
It's
country.
like 808s and clicks. 808s and clicks. It should not be in country music.
Maybe the ghost of Walt Disney flicked his ghost cigarette because he was mad that they took his favorite song away.
That's the funniest thing you ever said on this segment. Yeah, that is absolutely. I will
subscribe
accept
to
that.
that.
Who changed this?
I need somebody to hear, somebody to know, somebody to have, somebody to hold. It's easy to say, but never the same. I guess I kinda like to know you numb those pain. Now the day bleeds and the night falls and you're not here. Ole, ole, ole. Ole, ole, ole.
Really just okay. Keeping it real, keeping it real.
Oh my God.
But all I can say is no, 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 no.
That's pretty good.
Never ever heard anything like that in my life.
Oh, I forgot it now.
I wanted to pluck out my eyes and jam them into my ears. I wanted to pummel you with a manhole cover. Is it a yes or a no, Frank?
It's gotta be no, dog.
One Christmas, I panicked and I went to Target and bought her like a bowl because she likes soup, and I bought her the 70s show
You
DVD.
bought her a bowl?
I just started buying her
one red plastic bowl.
Plastic!
Plastic. Two plastic for hot soup.
You liked the red.
Oh my
You painted
fucking
the
God. You got her a plastic bowl.
It's a thought because I'm thinking she likes soup.
This is really sad.
That's a
You
whole,
really are special needs.
No. But that's
red,
a whole.
she likes red. That's a bowl. She likes soup. You can put soup in a bowl. This
Isn't
sounds
that-
Oh
like-
my God.
This sounds like what an R word would do, man. Like,
But
and
isn't
I
that
hate
the-
saying that. I hate saying
That's
that.
the
but
whole thing. It's about thinking
No,
about what
no.
your wife likes and getting. It's not about the value of the gift,
That's
right?
what a child. That's a
Yes,
child's
that is a
gift.
child's
It's
gift.
about the thought.
Soup. Yeah, I know you how much you like soup.
Like the 70s show. I got you the 70s show DVD.
Oh my God.
No, it wasn't
like
a DVD.
Lena?
It was a VHS.
Samantha just
It was a
screamed
different
crying.
time.
A plastic bowl and a VHS.
Of
It
that
was the early 2000s.
Fall short of the glory.
VH1 Behind the Music.
It would last a long time. And your
Did you
chip-
say a long time? I think he did. Oh my God! Were you channeling? What was the name of that band? Inner Circle. You're chanting channeling the reggae band Inner Circle. And
With
you
the
want
rape
your
song?
you want your chip and dip experience to be much like the rape song.
Jesus.
I want to make you sweat. Ah la 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 long. Ah la 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 long 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 long.
And push it some more. Push it some more.
Come on.
into her big brown eyes.
Ooh, yeah. Push out, push it some more.
Are you talking about rape, sir? Because I think you are, based on the rest of your song.
Yeah.
I saw that pussy.
All right. Hey, what's up? What's up? What's up? We're back. And we're back. And I sound better than ever.
You sound good, dude.
No, it's terrible. Fucking terrible. It hurts.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're going through.
All right. Let me get that. That's. I can kill that.
Oh, let me. Can you turn off the mic for 1 second?
I
Ask
can.
Pat something real quick.
I sure can.
Yeah,
All right.
I
Turn
like
it back
that.
on.
I mentioned that, I think, in an email.
Okay,
to Daniel.
yeah. Just,
Thank you for asking me, though. I appreciate that.
yeah. My instinct was just to bring it up.
Yeah.
But then I thought, you know what?
It's something serious in my life, for
it's a
real,
nice
but
thing
when
to
I'm here,
ask.
I don't care.
You know what the problem was? We bonded a little bit of talking
Yeah,
Dolphins,
yeah.
and then I got soft.
Yeah.
And I didn't maintain, a true radio host
Sticks to his guns.
He keeps all the guests arm's length so that he can go hard
No
and
friends.
bring up their no friends.
No friends.
Yeah.
You are on an island, a big fat
No friends.
island.
Yeah.
Everybody's an opportunity.
I
Yeah.
do appreciate that in some degree.
You take advantage of everybody who comes in here, just squeezing every bit of content you get out of. That's how you get right. That's how I've seen it. And I'm sitting back here like, I don't
That's how you learn. You learn from a bully yourself, so that's what, you know what I mean?
But then I'm like, I don't want to be like that. But then I every year that passes by, I'm like, whoa, what the fuck? I'm going to say that, die poor?
You're going to be pissed you didn't say it.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
I'm going to die, and then no one's going to give a shit, and then they're going to build a goddamn big fat
Your legacy
statue.
is gone.
Yeah. It's like that scene you walk by the mirror and you look and you are the guy. You know? Like
Yeah.
you're big and fat.
You want the
Sleeves are
statue of
gone.
you as an old man, or you want the statue of you as a young Tom Van, hungry for the game in real radio, or do you want the like the 40-year-old? You know what I mean? Like,
would
when
you
they
like
make
to
a-
start? Because I'm going to lose my voice. I can't.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
can't do that much
Yeah.
of a warm up, or I'm
Yeah,
going
yeah.
to not be able to record.
Don't do
anymore.
it.
All right, here we go. And 3, 2.
Welcome back to A Corporate Time. We've got our buddy Cadillac Pat in studio.
How we doing? How
Hey.
we doing? What's going on? What's going on?
How you doing, Pat?
Doing well. How you guys doing?
Good to see you, dude. How are you?
I'm doing fantastic. I've never been better in my entire life.
That's not true. That's not true.
Yeah. Recently,
that's not true.
That Daniel's been concerned. My wife's concerned. Me, not so much. I'm like,
He
Pat's
doesn't-
tough.
He
I
doesn't
know
really
Pat.
get concerned.
Yeah.
I
can
mean,
see
as
that.
you can tell, my voice is not working. This guy, power through it. You know, get
ask
to
you.
work.
Doesn't
Get to
even
work,
ask you.
mother effer. Do it. Just go. Just go. It doesn't matter. Go.
I saw a text of Daniel's like, my voice doesn't work. I literally ignored it. I just came in here, sat down. I'm like, we're back at it.
And he doesn't think that stuff hurts me at all, but it really does. Like, I sent him a text to be nice to the company, to say like, hey man, I don't know, I'm not feeling too hot.
Yeah.
Not even a thumb, not even a heart, nothing, not even a frowny face, not even an exclamation mark.
Nothing.
Nothing.
Well, he doesn't like
Absolutely
emojis.
nothing.
He
Doesn't
like
even
emojis.
care.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm just done telling him. I'm not going to tell him anything anymore. It doesn't even matter.
If I addressed it, then it would seem like I was a D-head by just continuing
No,
to
if you
work.
addressed it, it would seem like you cared. But anyway, good to see you.
Yeah,
Good
but
to
then
see
we
you.
couldn't
Good to
work.
see you. Glad
So
you're
what
here.
am I supposed
Thank
to do?
you, thank you.
Be like, oh, we can't work.
Well,
we gotta work.
Maybe we just roll some best of. You know what I mean? Like, like everybody else does.
Yeah, exactly. When you're sick.
Yeah,
Yeah,
before we don't have a show anymore.
Yeah.
But, you know, hey, that's fine.
Yeah. Are you okay?
No, I'm totally. I am fine. But, you know.
Well, there we go. I thought you were fine.
Yeah, I'm fine. I have to be fine.
Yes, exactly.
There's no other thing but not being fine.
So how you doing, Pat?
Oh, I'm doing great, man. That's how I live my life.
So Daniel,
I was worried about you.
My wife,
I am worried about
They're
you.
like, Pat's been writing sentimental things.
Steal her
He's
away.
questioning his life decisions, and I started thinking about this, and this does offer motivation to all our bigger listeners out there that think to themselves, like, if I only got fit, then I can find the love of my life, right?
I don't know about
Here's
that.
a prime example of a fit beefcake who cannot find love.
Oh my God! Yes.
So it turns out it's all personality and bank account.
Yeah.
And really bank account first.
Yes.
Yeah, big bank
pretty
account, personality, then fit. So work on the bank account. Start finding a better job. Put down the weights. Anyway.
Yeah, I don't like. Are you addressing him by saying he needs to just instantly get more money and he would be fine?
Well, I'm just giving the hope to the bigger listeners who think it's their body type that's hindering them.
And if they got more money, their body wouldn't matter.
Yeah.
That's true.
I feel like money probably easier then for the big O's to get down to like
So
really good shape.
Pat
Big O's. I like big O's.
Pat is in great shape. Can't find love.
Yes. Oh my God. It is very hard.
Yeah. Well, have you seen what you're dressed in today?
This is an iconic Jordan outfit from 1992 that I bought bootleg.
It is. And when you see a 50-year-old man wearing it, you think he should be walking around Millennium Mall. Do you know that guy? Do you know the guy I'm talking about?
No.
You are very close to becoming another Orlando legend. Yes, I use the word that Tom throws
like
around
the guy that
a
used to
lot.
dance downtown also?
There's an old man at Millennium Mall. His name is the Ferrari Man. And he wears tiny Ferrari shorts, a Ferrari shirt, a little Applejack hat, and tiny Ferrari sunglasses. And he is a legend.
What does he do? Just walk around?
He just walks around Millennium Mall and creeps out people.
Cool.
You're very close to
I don't
becoming
mind.
that.
I kinda
Okay.
like
All
it.
right. Hey.
Yeah.
Hey. He's a legend.
All right.
So let's go back to the what you're wearing right now.
Describe it.
It seems like something Michael Jordan wouldn't wear. I don't know. Like it's
a little. It looks as if maybe. Okay,
it's absurd.
You look like the stunt double for White Men Can't Jump.
Ooh. Classic.
Yeah, you look very much
and
like
I got the matching shoes and hat to boot.
But I guess in the 90s, this was the
you can look it
style.
up. It's Jordan 92 from Barcelona. He's like walking through the streets of Barcelona looking at a giant photo of himself.
I got the guy's name wrong. His name, he does dance at Disney Springs, and his name is Eddie Maserati.
I've seen photos of him now you say that.
Yeah, you are, oh my God, you're a car too. Cadillac Pat, Eddie Maserati.
Oh, that guy stole my name. No, I was first.
He's been around since like 01, 02.
Dang it. There's a guy that dances downtown, too. My friends have made fun of me before. What does he wear? There's a guy downtown that dances around older guy. My friends I've been downtown with have made fun of me saying that I was going to become that guy, too.
Mercedes Bob. It's all some car name.
I mean,
whatever.
you just don't want to be like Kia Carl is not good.
I mean, there's a million of them, Pat. This has been going on before cars. It was horse names. It's always been some town crazy doing something nuts.
So are we correct in our assumption that you are a bit down on your luck?
Oh my God, yeah.
Okay, let's get into it. Let's get into it a little bit. Why? Like, what is the?
Well, you can't find a partner, and that's the problem.
It's scary. It's a scary feeling. You feel like you're insecure about yourself, about your own decisions, and the way I act in life, the way I treat my own life.
Yeah. Am I also correct in assuming that you? And you could tell me if you're comfortable with me saying this or not.
Yeah.
Are you at a place where you're trying to decide whether or not you want to continue to dress like an asshole, or you want to have a girlfriend or a wife?
I really, that's
Are we
definitely,
there? Are we
definitely.
there?
It's like I get looked at. To me, I get looked at people thinking I'm a clown like all the time, and it's
I know how that is.
I know you do, or they think of me as like I'm not put together enough. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like they think that I'm just an idiot, and I hate that feeling.
Immature.
Yeah, immature.
Yeah.
And part of me then I get in my own head like, man, am I really am I an immature person because I'm scared to grow up or something? But like you get through your own mind, and like society tells me I have to tuck my shirt in and act like a grown up all the time, and I hate that feeling.
I got a little bit of that too. I wear the Crocs. I got the stupid flat. People make fun of the clothes. I'm way too old. I'm older than you. I mean, I'm 48. So
you know what? You just missed the window of now being immature is celebrated on YouTube.
Yeah.
Because you got guys like Unspeakable, who's I think he's like he's damn near 40. It was 38 or whatever.
Yeah,
And
he's in his 30s.
Filling his house with Orbeez. He's got 10 trampolines he's jumping on.
Yeah.
Like, he's living the life of a 10-year-old, and everybody's like, yay, and he's getting paid millions, and
Yeah.
he can get any girl he wants. Now that goes back to the money, really.
Yeah.
Because you could be like this if you were a millionaire.
If I had way more money.
And you would have as many women as you want.
Yeah, the money thing is a big issue.
Yeah. So you can't be crazy and poor.
You said 10-year-old.
Not that
You
you're
can.
poor.
No,
you have a house.
You can be crazy and poor. You're just going to be alone.
Yeah.
I mean, I got a lot of stuff. I do got a lot of stuff. You know what I mean?
yeah.
I own
Well,
a house. I have 2 cars.
Were there any
Well, have you ever
things-
seen a crazy person pushing a lot of stuff?
Yes.
They have a lot of stuff.
Yes.
That's why they're pushing it.
Yeah.
No, I'm
and
joking.
they're and say it with me, they're alone. They're pushing it alone. It's okay. Never have someone helping them push the shopping cart.
That's true.
All right, so this, and we're all joking around, Pat. Yeah, I think you're fine, and I think you're not crazy. You just enjoy this particular lifestyle, which I think
You
which
do
I think,
like what you like.
I think if you try to change yourself for someone, that will never work.
Yeah, you're not the
because
first person to tell me that either.
Pretending to be someone else and then getting a relationship, that's destined for failure. But let's go back and
Well,
talk.
what if you can pretend the entire time?
You're right. I can do that. I'm doing it right now.
I think I am too.
So let's go back to the general question of finding partnership.
Yeah.
Because Crystal literally told me yesterday, she's like, I just heard on some study that 1 in 4
Yes,
kids
are single.
or are going to be partnerless for their life.
Yes,
Like, it's
I saw that. It scared me.
Less people are becoming married or in relationships long term.
Because there are less quality people around.
And you know
Maybe.
That's a mean thing to say. No, I was just being mean.
I have a theory about this. Is that if you go back and look at how ancient humans lived, and then this was actually brought up in some guy who wrote a book about like discovering America and like Native Americans living here in North America and what they did, and they talked about how their relationships were built without any religion or society.
This is the
I forgot his name.
It's Dawkins' book, isn't it? It's the beginning of the history of the world, because you and I read it.
Oh, People's History.
Yeah, People's History.
It's called A People's History. I forgot who the guy
Is it Zinn?
Howard Zinn. Yes. Yeah. And he talked about how these Native Americans, what he witnessed is like they would have partnerships, right? But there wasn't all this societal like pressure to be a certain way in marketing and then and corporations. I mean, look at Christmas, and our Christmas is corporate Christmas. I mean, this is ridiculous. Our Santa is the Coca-Cola Santa, or some department store.
Yeah, I think it's Coca-Cola.
Yeah,
but
I think so.
When the relationship would dissolve, there would be no expectation of it being even angry, or it would be just it played its course.
Yeah, it ran its course, and then you could move on to another one.
And then the lady, or the man would just leave the hut, go to find a different hut, and the person's like, okay, this is what happened. And it was like, and he described it as a way simpler and cohesive process than what we had built. And this guy's talking a long time ago.
Yeah.
And
I think the one was that if the woman didn't want to be with the man anymore, I believe there were it was almost like tenets to do it. Like she would just place his shoes outside the hut, and he would know that, oh, my time is up here, and he'd just gather his stuff and move on. And it was very cohesive. It wasn't even like an argument or it was an understanding.
Well, look what we've built as a society is like you get into some business partnership. That's what marriage is literally. It's just now you have a LLC with this person now.
Sign a document, have a witness.
You literally, just like me and Daniel, have an S-Corp partnership business, and now everything's 50-50, right?
Yeah.
So when you go into business with someone, it becomes way more complicated to leave that business, right?
Yeah.
Because that person owns half of what you own now. And then not only that, it's just what the society, religion.
Exactly.
What we've
expectations.
What we've put into movies, love movies, and all this stuff of what we like.
There's an article about that today about how romance. Yeah. The idea of what we consider romance is traditional is on the decline.
Yeah, and then so you watch these movies and you're like, oh, this guy's a real husband, and it's like some ridiculous artistic portrayal of some super romantic
So
person.
unrealistic.
And then we're striving for that.
Yeah.
And then
Like the Notebook.
And then when we get into these long-term partnerships, and it's
We
like
realize it sucks.
we're like, this is not what
Yeah.
it's like.
This
And-
is terrible.
Now, I will tell you through my own experience, because I have been married for over 15 years or something like that.
Congratulations. Congrats.
Dang. That
It's crazy, right?
That and now it's gotten to a point I'm like, let's see how long this can last. You know? Like I look at it like that. Like
Yeah, now it's like fingernails in the Guinness Book of World Records.
yeah. I'll put them in some bags. And then it'll be hard wiping my butt, but I'll think.
But you'd be cool.
I'll never be able to drive again.
And then you start looking at like, oh, it is just it's a human to human partnership that you get into, and then it's like, and not that the romance has dried up. Yeah, if you ask my wife, it has. And I was never romantic from the beginning.
That.
No, sure, she'll tell you.
Yeah.
She told you on the show.
Yeah.
That,
I mean, how can a desert that never had water dry up?
Yeah, but for me, I'm like, this is fine. I'll wait it is.
Yeah.
But
no, I'm being serious. I can't imagine a time when you were like, walking in the room with a rose in your mouth.
Yeah.
You're not that guy.
But then you realize you have to work on it. Especially, I mean, we're looking and we're like, oh God, when the kids leave, it's gonna be real bad for us.
You'll be bored.
We're gonna really hate each other. We're gonna become roommates,
Or
and
you
then
just go your separate ways.
No, but then it's like, well, can you work on it? Can you get better, little bits at a time, like running, like just go out and run,
Yeah.
and next time you're a little bit better and stuff. And then
You're gonna hear this running thing all year long. Trust me.
Yeah,
it's
because
coming.
he's into it.
That's
you know?
for you and
No.
the listeners. Just trust me. You're gonna hear a lot of guys. This is just like running, and you're gonna by the end of 2025, you're gonna be like, oh my God, goddamn running.
It's my new Shawshank. It's just me. It's a good analogy to if you just do a little bit of it, you do get a little bit better each time.
Just do it.
And so I think like relationships and like learning how to live with someone and what that even means and what even a happy relationship is.
It can be different for everybody, right?
Exactly. Different. So some people that don't even involve the damn legal paperwork and then you just live with someone you're living on marriage.
I think that's the most
Who
impressive.
cares?
You know, that runs in my family pretty hard too. That's why to me, like the marriage thing wasn't never like a real like. It's not like I don't want to get married. It just like never really come up as much because it runs in my family like with two different relationships with my like aunts and uncles that were together forever.
Now, I did tell you, Pat, personally, that you need to wait a little bit longer because you are at an age right now where the only people available are divorcees.
Yes.
You're gonna get some kids.
Or women that have.
I won't date a girl who already has kids. I can't do it.
Oh yeah, well you're dead. You're dead in the water.
I know.
You know, you might as well go lay on the train tracks because there's no.
I know. I believe me. I'm out there, and I know.
Yeah, I see other buddies of mine. They're all dating girls with kids.
I know what it is that he hasn't been worn down enough for standards to drop.
Yeah.
And you're just gonna wait. Yeah. You'll get there.
I need to wait.
In like 5 to 10 years, your standards will rise.
Sad.
Bare
You're
bottom.
gonna be fatter.
No.
Yeah.
I'm skinnier.
Father time.
I stress. I don't eat when I stress.
Oh, okay.
I lose weight.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You'll lose muscle mass.
I'm down like 5-8 pounds right now.
Really?
Yeah.
Because you're stressed out and sad. Oh man.
Here's one of the problems: is like you won't date someone with kids. Like you're putting too many broad strokes on your standards.
Yeah.
Because back to subjectivity.
Oh God, we knew a bunch of these guys.
There are tons of different people in tons of different situations, and you're saying, "Oh, with kids, it comes with this baggage." And
Yes.
sometimes it doesn't, and sometimes it's something that you don't even know about that could be positive for you. So I would leave all your options open for every human, including dudes, maybe.
I was gonna.
Who knows?
I was gonna say all races.
Yeah, definitely.
Dudes. I was gonna go.
I've been swiping on a bunch of. No.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
You have
Or
to be
just
open to
leave it
everything.
open.
Leave
I
it
mean,
open.
maybe no.
Pan.
Okay, yeah, I don't even know what that is, but it
pansexual.
maybe there's something.
What's the other one?
There's a lot of
nowadays.
There's a whole list.
There's a lot of great stuff out there,
and they're all
at
the bottom of the list. They're all kind of the same.
It is. I used to think women was the only one. It's not. There's so many. There's
who knows?
There's so many. There's tentacles, beeholes.
Have you tried escargot?
Yeah. There's all kinds of.
You don't
crazy
even
stuff.
know if you like it. Anyway, so Pat, let's get down to business.
What's step one for Pat? You think in order to like make the first step are we trying to, like we already said, we're not trying to change you, but what would be a positive step in a positive direction to try and pull you out of your funk?
The problem is I have no advice to someone finding a long-term partner. I only have advice to slamming a hog. I know how to do that because I've had the partner thing for a long time. If I get out of that, then I'm going straight to Yeah, and I know where to go for that.
I do too.
And that's a very easy equation to me. Yeah.
When's the last
Finding
time,
long-term happiness?
When's the last time you went slam hogging?
A long time. And I have had the opportunity in the last 6-8 months or so, or whatever, how long it's been, but I don't want to go there anymore. I'm over that. So
you're trying to find a
I'm
partner.
completely trying to. I've stayed away from that completely.
Do you ever want a family?
I don't know with the right person, but again, I don't think I've ever let myself really think about it. Even with my girlfriends that I swear were going to be my last girlfriends, they never really approached me about it. Like the one I just had said when we were together had said no kids because the way society is. We've told that to ourselves, told it to friends. So I'm like, okay, cool, maybe she's really serious. And then things happen, and then I find out from her that kids are definitely on the table.
The way society is, society's never been better.
No, I mean like raising a kid, like you can't bring peanuts to school. Teachers got to document it.
No,
like kids are, you can't walk the streets anymore by yourself.
I too told Andrea that I did not want to have kids because of peanuts in school.
But like little things. You know what I mean?
Peanuts have never been a thing in the Castle school
system. I go to schools and throw peanuts on the playground. I just throw nuts.
I just mean like it's like when I was a kid, you could walk around in the middle of the middle of the day. Now like you looked at. You can't leave a kid, the kids can't walk around by themselves anymore. Like, little things,
You know what? I have some friends that are more open and live like it's in the 1990s, and they have no problem. Their kids, their kids go to the movie theaters at 9 years old, and then I hear from a lot of parents, they're like,
May gets a long road.
All this BS is some sort of narrative. It's like kids still ride their bikes or whatever. And it's in the fear mongering that does exist in a certain society. Usually it's the richer ones. You go
You're right.
Absolutely. You go to a poor neighborhood, they're riding bikes crazy. They're still jumping ramps. They're still latchkey kids. It's like the rich is like, no, there's kidnappers everywhere. Don't let your kid do anything. And it's like, so that doesn't necessarily exist everywhere. And sometimes the narrative is more than it actually is.
Well, but if somebody, if one of my girls would actually approach me and like really set me down and really said, hey, this is something I'm really thinking about, I would then for sure be more open-minded to it because that was something they're really serious about. I never had anybody sit me down, even though, maybe there's been mentions of it, but if someone was like, hey, this is something I'm really thinking about, then I would be forced to think about it and,
And here's don't worry about the kids. You're a man. Larry King had a 13-year-old.
Is
he dead? Is Larry King dead?
I don't
know.
I thought he had like a 3-year-old.
Al Pacino's got like a 2-year-old.
Yeah. You could have kids at any age. And it's the women. If you date a 30-year-old at 50, then she could have a kid. No problem, obviously. And nowadays with science, you could push 44, 45 before it starts getting, roll of the dice.
Yeah. I have a feeling you're going to be with somebody that's relatively athletic.
I would hope so.
Right? I mean, that's at least that's what you're looking for. Do you know a definitive reason why maybe a relationship or other relationships didn't work? Do you have a gut feeling?
And a lot of it goes down to the same thing. I feel like at the end of the day, didn't give the 2 long-term really good ones I've had. I didn't give them enough attention. Basically, at the end of the road, and then it sucks to know that it happened both times. Thinking I learned my lesson the first time, and I guess I didn't learn my lesson. I'm a pleaser. I like to make other people happy ultimately, which is I don't know if it's a flaw, but I like to be liked ultimately too. I want to be liked. So when I go out, I'm like schmoozing with people. I'm chirping up people instead of chirping up the person that should be the most important next to me, where they feel unloved or other people. It sucked for me because other people recognize me more just from being outgoing in irregular places, and they don't get the attention from other people that I'm getting, and it's happened 2 different times.
Now, here's another thing, and
sounds pretty selfish to me, Pat.
I believe me.
Listen, I'm
beffing around, dude.
I've gotten accused by Crystal of doing the same thing. She's like, "You're not paying,"
but she doesn't leave you. That's the good thing.
Okay, I got
a
plan.
Doing the whole thing. I do that to Andrea all the time, and so while you were saying that, I'm like, that's not good.
But my argument is like,
you saw me do it. You saw me do it at Kabuki.
Oh, really? Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
I came over to you
Yeah,
guys.
yeah.
I did it. I
Yeah.
walked right over to
Yeah.
Pat
Yeah.
and his friends. I started talking them up, left my family at the door.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, you need to find a woman that will never leave you no matter what. Like
Yeah.
Andrew.
Yeah.
Like Crystal.
You gotta trick them. You gotta trick them into
Crystal's
staying
too
with
lazy. Now, okay, here.
Crystal's too lazy. Why would
She
you
told
say
me she's too lazy to divorce you. It's too much.
Wait, if she tells you that, then I
Yeah,
can't
you can
argue
use
with
it, yeah.
I'm like, I know you are. I'm like, yes. I can do it.
It's a perfect relationship, actually. It's like, that,
Yes.
you know what? That's
They
love.
can do what you want.
That's
but-
love is when she says, I'm too lazy, and he goes, I know you are, and then they kiss.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then if you don't do
Are they
nothing,
kissing still?
then all the downstairs kissing goes away. And
Yeah.
that's how I work. That's the only reason. It's like I work at Chick-fil-A for the paycheck. I'm not working there for the nuggets. Back to trickery. I thought of this. So what if you? Put on a suit, right?
Okay.
Clean.
Do you
take
have
off-
a suit?
Okay.
Do you have a suit that does not look like Shaquille O'Neal's suit?
I have a suit that's from the 70s or 80s that I wear on a cruise.
No, we got to get you a
Well, you know-
regular
No,
suit.
I think I do have a black suit that I bought a couple years ago for a wedding that I've worn once.
You don't even need a suit. Just do the regular what everybody else is doing. You see what
Yes,
everybody
that's what I
Pair
got to
of
start doing.
jeans and a polo?
And you got to put all your
I don't own a pair of jeans or a polo.
pinball machines in storage and your claw machines and all your other garbage. You got to put it away in storage.
You got to
Right.
peel all the stickers off your
Right.
wall.
You
got to dump
listen.
all your highlighter bottles into the sink.
I know some grown men bartenders, and they're making bank.
Yeah.
They're making more than I am.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what the hell?
They make a ton of dough.
Because the tip money, and if you got a good personality, if you're a hustler, like,
Yeah.
I know some guys that are like, I'm going to do this until they can't do it
It's hard to
anymore.
get in because the guys they don't leave.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah. And then they're like, this job is great. And I'm like, you work for 4 days a week. You know,
I mean, yeah.
like they're working 4 nights a week, and they are killing it.
Yeah.
More, and I'm not serious with it. They're making more than I am.
It'd be like $250,000.
I mean, I'm doing okay, and
Yeah.
I'm not that kind of place, and I work 4 days a week. Yeah.
So it's not the money. It's then all right. You got money, and someone to see your stable. You got your house or whatever.
Yeah.
You may have to get rid of the lizards.
I know.
That's
What about the 4 fish tanks I got?
four.
Yeah,
That's a lot.
4.
Yeah.
I mean, your house is basically
Can you combine 'em?
designed.
It's like a 10-year-old owns a house, and that's what I
it-
realize. It's not the best situation
it's
for
Silver
girls.
Spoons. Do you remember that
Yes,
show?
of
Yeah, you got the
course.
train you ride out on. You got multiple fish tanks.
I love
everywhere.
that train.
You're dressed like Michael Jordan. Like it's crazy
Yeah.
to some people.
So maybe pour all the fish tanks into one. I don't know.
Yeah.
My point being is that you find a lady, you trick her into marrying you,
Yeah.
and then you slowly start bringing
Bringing
it
it all
back.
back.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
then after a while, the girl or the partner, like they get used to their lifestyle, and then they start looking at the divorce is too hard. You have already brought all your stuff in. Most of divorces, you just don't want to move. Moving's a pain.
Yeah,
You're just like,
yeah.
God damn. And then so then now you're Michael Jordan, you're dunking a claw machine, and then she's like, I'm stuck in this goddamn Pee-wee's Playhouse prison.
I call my house Pee-wee's Playhouse. That's what I call my house.
Oh my God!
Yeah, and then you
I
got
call
her.
it that.
Not to go back to it, but you've never had any of these women like say to you like, "Yo, come on, man, enough is enough." I really don't feel like you going out to TGI Fridays
With my McDonald's backpack
with
and-
you dressed like Dwayne Wayne.
Yeah,
from,
yes.
But
A lot of them like it, but then I wear out my welcome with them. They think maybe I'm doing it for shtick or something. Like,
but it's not.
It's
Yeah,
not.
it's
I
you.
I
Yeah.
like it.
Yeah, I know you.
And I do. I enjoy
Yeah.
attention.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm an only child. I don't like going, hey, look at me, but I like attention, but like people
Yeah.
just looking at me in general. So like it's a weird thing that, and then they resent me.
At
They end up
least you-
resenting me for that.
Have you ever had them tell you that?
No, not directly, but I feel like after the fact maybe it kind of comes out in
Okay.
other facets that I
Well,
kind of get wind of maybe a little bit.
Yeah.
Here's the problem. You marry Michael Winslow, and because it's all you're like, this guy's funny.
Yeah,
and then
every night at Olive Garden, that mother effer will not shut up.
then years later, and then you're just like, oh my God. And you're like, enough with the goddamn
Voices,
And
yeah.
then you leave.
But then
Yeah.
and then as a woman, you're like, oh my God, this is who he really is inside. And I don't want to change. I don't want to tell him like, hey, change who you are.
because I care about him.
Yeah, both girls have said that. I don't want you to change because you can't change. I care about you too much. I don't want you to change for me. Both have said that to me.
But that's also something I used to tell girls like, because I'm like, oh God, you're getting fat. And I'm like, it's you, man.
It's you,
I mean,
yeah.
It's me. It's not you.
I
I
pick up what
messed
they're
that
putting
I messed
down.
that up.
I'm picking it up that like
Yeah.
So I have been trying to pull back things a little bit. I really have.
Give
but-
us some examples of the pullback.
Like I've not been dressing as eccentrically just because I don't want to scare off any new potential
Hard
women.
to take that seriously looking
Yeah,
at you.
yeah.
Well, he's on entertainment now. He does it for us.
Yeah,
because
yeah,
he
yeah.
realizes
I know.
this is what we want. See, I want this, man.
Yes.
I want you.
Legend.
Yeah.
I even
want the
brought
legend.
my authentic from 2000.
They're too small for you.
I know. I wore these. I used to wear these. I have a picture of me at a Miami Dolphins game wearing these glasses. I love them.
They're way too small for you.
I know,
They're
but these
baby
these were
glasses.
the look.
That's not the look. That's never been the look.
Yeah. See, like,
Oh my God.
Yeah, and then so the have you
I
ever,
love you so much.
have you thought about, and we mentioned this last time, like the
Dating game. We got to do a dating game.
Well, finding other women that are into
But there's not a lot
Yeah,
out.
they're
I
out
don't.
there.
But I mean, there are.
They're rare, but they're out there.
rare and they're hard. So they're going to be hard to find, and they're going to be hard to find good-looking women. I'm not going to just date some
I know.
ugly girl.
We used to hear this from another friend of ours, and
Yeah.
this guy was like 300, and he's like, "I'm never dating a fat girl," and I'm like, "God damn it! What do I even say to that?"
Yeah.
It's gonna be
That'd
hard.
be like me saying, "I'm never dating a short girl or a girl that's taller than me."
Yeah.
You
I know,
like, that's
exactly.
An
That's why-
insane statement.
A part of me has to conform to society a little bit because otherwise it's going to be like a long road ahead. Like when I go, I haven't been going antiquing. I haven't been looking for vintage clothing because there's none out there. At least, like,
Oh my
Is there
God! The chat
another-
room said you just look like a retired spy kid. That's one of the funniest jokes I've ever heard.
Hey, let's
I
ask.
love you.
Let's ask ChatGPT. Ask ChatGPT. Is there what's your age range again? Like you're willing to go to 35, right? 25, 35?
Yeah.
Look up 25, 35 year
Sure,
old.
25 is young. I would in a second, but I doubt that's gonna be real tough.
Okay, let's like 30 to 38.
Sure,
It was pushing it a little bit.
Yeah, it's pushing it, but
Find girls that love dressing like the 90s.
There you
Maybe
go.
we find the exact thing you're looking for, because if you found another 90s lady, then there's a match made in heaven.
yeah, but I get the feeling they're gonna be fattos or something. Maybe.
Why would you say that?
No, because it's a crazy thing to do.
Yeah.
This is what ChatGPT. This is the
Perfect
advice.
is subjective and varies depending on personal preferences and what someone values in a person. However, if you're asking about women in that age range who love dressing like the 90s, that style is quite popular today, thanks to the resurgence of vintage and retro trends.
For
Many
22-year-olds.
people in their late 20s and 30s embrace 90s-inspired looks because of nostalgia or simply a love for that era's fashion. You can often find people rocking 90s styles at retro-themed events, music festivals, vintage stores or thrift shops, social scenes focused on alternative fashion. If you're looking to connect with someone like that, exploring communities that enjoy retro pop culture, music, or style could be a good start.
Oh,
Yeah, that didn't help.
I mean, yeah, and they said thrift stores and vintage stores. No, it's not true. At least at antique stores that I go to, there's no women. There's nobody there.
Hey, vintage stores, fat ass.
Yeah, but like antique stores, nothing but old ladies and like not cool people. I'm in there looking for cool stuff. I don't know. Like,
Well, wait a minute. So now you're saying that you're cool and they're not cool.
Well, that's a problem.
subjective. He said. He said.
Yeah, I think I see the problem now. I think I see the problem.
Let's just set the record straight. What you're doing, not necessarily cool. It's interesting. And it's a novelty.
We had a breakthrough.
Yeah,
I think we
This
got a breakthrough.
is, you
I think
just
we got there.
gotta,
We got there.
You
We
gotta
got there.
accept that it's not necessarily cool.
No.
Oh,
we
my
got
God.
there. We
I
got
accept
there.
it. I'm running my one wheel. I look down.
Yeah.
I see the other the dads that are
Talking
riding
about? I sit on my balcony with a pee-pee dog, and I'm like, this is cool.
and I've realized I've come to terms with the fact that it is not cool, that it is nerd dad,
But you
old
like
nerd
it.
dad.
But you like it.
Yeah, but I like it, and well, screw it. I
And
like
it's
it.
yours. Yeah,
and
it's
what?
your thing.
And at this point, what it doesn't matter.
You're old.
Now, I will say though, I think we're going the wrong direction because
Okay.
with successful partnerships, I have noticed, including my own, that finding someone like you may not be the best necessarily good partnership.
Yeah.
No.
Sometimes the greatest partnerships are people that are not like each other.
like Paul Abdul's song said, opposites attract.
Yes.
Yeah, you could have picked a newer song. But on brand.
I think why me and Daniel's partnership works so well
I
is
agree with
because
this.
although we do have a similar sense of humor and other things,
We're different.
but we're different in the way we live our lives.
Yeah.
And you have if I was working with another Tom, miserable.
Yeah.
I see other Toms out there, and I'm like, I don't want to be next to them.
Yeah.
I'm like,
I don't want to be next to Dan.
I am not attracted to other. Yeah, you're attracted to Tom.
I hate Dan.
Yeah, that's why you're married to Andrea.
Do not chirp at me.
Yeah, like
I don't want that.
Oh.
I'm the chirper.
Yeah, I kind of that way too.
Andrea's a very logical, not that super emotional.
The number of things that Andrea says that line up with Tom things, I get tired of pointing it out. In fact, she does too. She'll be like, stop saying that.
Wow.
And I'm married to a woman that's like, put your feet on the ground and you get the ground's energy. I'm like, what the hell?
You're into that.
There's enzymes. There are enzymes in dirt.
Sure.
I'm just like, okay. But that's how, and then I'm married 15 years.
Yeah, it works pretty good.
So maybe you're looking for someone too close to who you are. You need to find the opposite.
You need a fatto.
Yeah.
No.
God.
I mean, a person that doesn't like fun, that doesn't necessarily like the
not outgoing
claw machines. Hold on,
that kind of had that. Yeah.
Oh, you're screwed.
Because we had another breakthrough. I think we got another breakthrough.
Doesn't like lizards and fish tanks.
Because you know what? Now that I think about it, I used to have a ping pong table in my house. I used to have a lot of cool stuff. I used to have a stand-up jet ski. It's all gone.
Oh God.
I just had to get rid of everything. And
your hot tub's only there because it's stuck in the ground.
Yeah, you're right. Oh my God. What are you trying to do here? You're trying to ruin all your fun? Everything fun is going to be gone if you find a partner.
There is
you
one,
idiot.
There's one other play.
Okay.
That we haven't even investigated here.
Yep.
But I don't look at you as this guy.
Okay.
But I think every guy has the potential to possibly be this guy. How do you feel about very young, very dumb?
They're hard to find. I mean,
yeah.
If one fell in my lap, I feel like, of course, I'd give it a try, the old college try. But, I mean, there's not that many that are interested. I mean, there is, but it's hard. I don't know, where do you find them? Strip clubs or like just...
Pat's too real.
Yeah, he's too real. I don't think he could do it.
Pat wants to have
love.
actual
He wants love.
conversations.
Yeah, I do.
Also,
I really do.
Pat's sending pictures every... it seems like every...
I'll put this out for you. Thank you.
3 weeks of him... saving a turtle from some place on the road.
Yeah.
So he sent that to my wife. Everything's like, look at Pat saving another turtle.
Yeah.
Like he printed a photo of me and my family when we went to dinner and we saw him, and he like shellacked it onto a wooden coaster.
Yeah.
And I
like to be nice.
I now have it.
Yeah, you are doing actually thoughtful things that my wife would love to have. Like,
and I mailed you a picture of you four together,
You
too.
did. Let me tell you something.
But that old crow would get rid of your claw machine in 2 seconds. She'd move in there and change everything. And she'd throw away your stuff where you'd be out of work. All the stuff would be gone.
Got it.
She's
There's
vengeful
also,
crow.
I do want to point out, though, that it was very nice, but knowing how sad you were, to receive photos in the mail does make us think you're going to blow your head off.
Oh, man, yeah. I've been reaching out to a lot of people and being nice.
Yeah.
And I do like to be nice, and I don't even know if it's making me feel better subconsciously, but I've been reaching out to a lot of people. Like that, I talk to you guys enough, but like other people that I don't really see or talk to enough, I reach out to them more lately.
And you're like, hey, I'm sad over here.
I'm just trying to let them know that I'm thinking about them and like, hey, buddy, good. I haven't seen you in a while.
It makes people think you're going to kill yourself.
It does make it. It's like, what's this guy reaching out for help?
Yeah. You sent us some photos. I told TC, I go, I'm worried about it. Or he's sending me photos now. Next thing you know, like I sent you my belongings in a box.
I have thought, I was like, okay, what if I put myself in Pat's shoes, right?
Who's got bigger feet?
Pat, by the way. Bigger everything.
I'd like to see it. Jack, wait, have we thought about that? Have you just started sending around pictures of the big hog? You just got to sit around the 90s hog.
Yeah.
But it doesn't get him long-term partnership.
No,
that we're looking for.
But the dumb young.
Yeah, but it's just that
there's none of those at least I've gotten yet.
The one-night stands.
Yeah.
Is like,
I'm done with those. And I'm not good at those anyway either. Those I'm
you
not
don't
good
need
at.
to be good at those. That's the best part.
Yeah.
He wants to fall in love.
Yeah.
I'm a good opener. I'm not a good closer when it comes to women. I'm good at breaking the ice, but trying to close the deal, it's impossible for me.
He's too he's not built for this. Like, I'd be built for this life. I'd have
You'd be legend.
I'd have a big trampoline. I'd have the claw machine, and I'd be out there. Like, I'd be working out. I'd be on the tee, though.
Or you'd be like Brett Michaels. You'd have your bandana on while you're doing...
out there, and then slamming it all. And then I don't know. I wouldn't be looking for love.
No.
But that's coming from a person that had it for
a long time.
And you don't see. And sometimes the grass is greener on the other side. And then everybody's looking at you and been married for a long time, and like, I'd love to live Pat's life.
For sure.
And then he's looking at everybody else. And I've seen that
Absolutely.
happen. I've seen plenty of people like, I wish I had a marriage like you. And then you laugh to yourself and you think to yourself like, oh, well, us married people, we look at single people and like, oh, they're living the life. And sometimes you just have to accept like it's always going to be better on the other side. And then think about like, well, what am I trying to accomplish here?
See,
Maybe I should just be happy with who I am.
I think I'm ultimately negative because I look at everyone and assume everyone is just as upset as I am. Like, I do. I look at other people and I'm like, that person is upset with. I think almost everybody's like human nature to like, I look at it like the opposite of that. I don't look at it like, oh, I want to be that. I look at it like maybe a little more negatively optimistic. I go, ooh, that's negative. Well, at least I got a little better than that.
Yeah, you make yourself feel better.
better. But it's a tiny.
It's
a tiny pump up. It's not even big. It's like a tiny pump up.
I think everybody kind of does that a little bit.
I look at people all the time and then I'm like, they are better than I am. Like, they have it together. Like, I wish to be that. And then so instead
There's a term for that, but I don't know what it's called. But there is a term for that.
Like I see.
Is
people,
that imposter syndrome?
No, that's you not believing that you deserve the position you're at, and then which a lot of people have.
Yeah, it's kind of comes to the territory of being an adult. I feel like almost you always feel like you.
Well, how are we going to fix this? Because we are going to run out of time. Should we start taking?
Well, we thought
names.
Should
we do a contest? What are we doing?
We thought about a dating game, which we've done with little success in the past. We did it with Seth. He never went out with fart gas mask.
Yeah, there's a listener named Fart Gas Mask. She likes she used to get paid to put a gas mask on rich men and fart in it.
Yeah, we tried to do it for Tuttle, found no girlfriends to be involved with it whatsoever.
Man, I'm on his level now. Dang, I got to reevaluate my life.
We didn't say that. We didn't say that.
And then the problem with dating games is that we'll find some girls that will be involved, and then immediately I'll be like, oh, I know Pat's not gonna like this. And then you're gonna do the dating game, and you're gonna like the personality.
But you can't fake it because they're all uggos.
And then when you meet them, I'm like, oh God, this is awkward. And then I'm too awkward.
Horrible Freddy Free show. And then Tom and I afterwards sit in here, and we'll sit in. We'll be silent in here, and we'll be like, God, we should have done that. We'll be like, oh man, do you think Pat's mad? And we're like, I don't know. Are the girls mad? Did the listeners like it? I don't know. I think they hated it.
They're on a date right now, and they're like, we're like, what if Pat's a murderer? We don't really know. I mean, that'll come back on us because they'll come back and they'll show the show like, this is where these podcasts are set up the date, and this murderer killed me. I'm like, I don't know. I'm like, you didn't do any research? I'm like, I never do research.
That would be like the most famous thing we've ever done, though, right?
Yeah. But it's bad for business. like Jeff Bagel, like, I'm out.
Wait, Jeff Bagel runs out?
No. If that happened, you murdered someone.
Yeah,
and
they
then
might be out.
We put you together, and then we're like, yeah, go out with this guy, and then you murder him, and then Jeff Bagel's like, I gotta get out of here. Anyway. So I don't know what's
the bagel of the day.
That
went horribly wrong.
I don't even honestly. You tried the speed dating and the apps and
they said it was terrible.
Oh my God, I should have just left.
Tell me about the speed dating.
So you go there, and it was a great idea. I get to, you know what it is? You get to chirp, you get to talk to people for like 5-10 minutes, which was fun. So you go to a bar, you sit down, and all these people come in. There's no one there. So, but the girls that were there obviously are part of the speed dating thing. And you get 5 minutes with each girl, and you go from person to person. There's 7 girls and 7 guys, coincidentally. I guess they line that up somehow. And every girl, when I scanned the room, I immediately was like, none of these girls they're not attractive. I would not even consider going on a date. I'm sorry.
I would love to hear what's going through their minds as Willy Wonka walks through
I hope this crazy
goddamn hocus pocus
hope this buff clown doesn't come talk to me.
Ronald McMuscles.
All right, Pat, because we're running out of time, I see you got Alpha in the back. What the hell is that?
I wanted to bring
All right.
Well, I brought a present for Daniel. I didn't have any.
This is where present for Daniel.
Oh, it's an elf gun.
No, another present for me. You never get a present.
No, I got a present, but this is like I found.
This is what Kitty did to you on Monday. Remember?
I know.
I found my vintage Atlanta Falcons helmet that you get to have, original old school one.
Dude, it's got the original Falcon on it. I mean, that's going up here.
And then I have two newer ones that I have found that I had. Again, I'm a child. I play the coin op machines, so you get a Falcons thing.
Oh, I cursed.
And so you brought a bunch of Chinese
All
garbage.
right. I got. Do you guys know about this?
Oh, the Wiener Castle.
Yeah, I have an original one. Yeah.
Okay, with actual Wiener drawn in it.
Let me see it.
It's right here. You can look right in the middle.
We had this as a kid. I remember I told my mom in in high school. I found it.
It's right there.
Where is it?
It's right in the middle of the castle. You can see, and I can't believe no one noticed it. It was years later. This got mass distributed.
And look at Ursula. She's like, give me that D.
Maybe I can get her.
Well, the problem is wieners could be any
Spire.
Yeah,
exactly.
So,
yeah. I guess maybe the guy that drew it had to come forward first, and then it was like, oh,
it's
yeah.
kind of like saying a drumstick looks like a weenie. You know, like, come on.
And like my tattoo, I could say that the light, the buoy light in my tattoo looks like a wiener. And it probably is, George. I knew you did that on purpose.
Yeah, I was going to say that this penis I have tattooed on me looks very much like a penis.
Okay, all right.
And so you have a Ninja Turtles.
Oh, yeah. Well, we can say this. I brought old packs of unopened cards so we could open together.
Oh, yeah.
From the 90s if you ever wanted to. These are never. I've had these in my possession for years. 1992, 1990, 1991 Pro Set. We were going to open them up on the air.
Let's wait. Let's do it next time. Because this is a good segment. I don't want to waste.
Opening trash.
Yeah.
Some of those cards are they
could be worth something.
Yeah, there's a couple like that. The 1990 Upper Deck. There's a couple that are worth some money, but I have 3 boxes of unopened. You have the Mark Jackson card with the 2 killers in it.
Yeah.
I have 3 boxes of that unopened, but I'm assuming there's a couple of those cards in it, along with a couple other cards that are worth some money in those boxes that I won't open the box just because I think they're cool.
Well,
chat room checking in. They love Pat.
Yeah.
This is from a woman. If I saw Pat out and about, I would assume he was gay.
No, no, you wouldn't.
Yeah. Well,
I don't care. That doesn't bother me. It's cool with me though.
I don't think it was flamboyant.
Yeah.
And you're a workout guy, which also leans that way as well. If you're this in a fat slob, it would just be a regular nerd dad.
Yeah.
You'd be me.
Yeah. That's so, because
you're not a fat slob.
Yeah, pretty close.
No. All right, Pat, we gotta go.
All right.
Now you could follow Pat at Cadillac Pat on Instagram.
Yes.
And
TikTok.
Now, I think really the only way to solve this is to get you to the point where you are famous enough where women start coming to you.
Yes.
Yes. And you're not there yet.
Make me famous.
We're gonna have
We're trying now. Trying to make ourselves famous.
You know what we're gonna have to do?
That ain't working either, huh?
We're gonna have to get him to win an Orlando award somehow. We got to get him to win something.
Or doesn't Orlando Weekly have like a craziest person or something?
Yeah. It'll roll back around. Yeah, best homeless.
Or a bartender. They don't have a bartender. Or there's some people that have like a bartender.
They have a bartender, but normally like hot girls.
Yeah, I know this. I know how it goes.
No offense.
Yeah, I know how it goes. I know how it goes.
All right, so at Cadillac Pat, and again, people can find you at the Brass Tap at Waterford Lakes, where you bartend.
Yeah, we love you, buddy.
Which I gotta talk to the owner, get some sort of. We gotta promote the Brass Tap and get some money.
Yeah. I talked to him. I talked to him about it.
Yeah. And then he could maybe pay you. We're gonna split the money or something. If you go to the Brass Tap, tell them like, "Hey, I came here because of Tom and Dan."
Yeah. Where's the manager? I want to talk about.
Yeah. All right. We'll see you tomorrow.
Bye, guys.